Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Deercast. Today we're going to bring you a little review video of the Pulsar Axion XQ35 thermal that Tom and I both have the same one, and we've had them for 6 months, a bit longer than that maybe, 8 months, something like that. Yeah. And I think we're broadly pretty impressed, but do you want to talk through the sort of tech specs for those who are interested?
Yeah, so 11-hour battery life, uses one of the sort of long, thin batteries like that. I got 2 when I ordered mine from Scott Country. You can get a sort of dual charger for them that allows you to charge it out of the unit, or you can charge it when it's in the unit. Got 8 different colour settings, so you can have black and white, you can have white black, you can have red hot, you can have orange hot.
You can have like a rainbow, can't you?
It's ridiculous, the various different options out there. I think range detection's out to 1,200 metres. I've used it and I can see deer about sort of 1,000-ish metres. And it can take photo and video. It's got a little internal memory card. I can't actually remember exactly how big it is, but I've never run out of storage. Bluetooth capability, so it connects to your phone app, which I've only ever had difficulty with once when I was with you, and I think that was because this was actually low on battery, but other than that it has worked seamlessly, which I think is a big testament, because I mean, so often I think a lot of things like this have kind of Bluetooth technology and it's either worthless, you might as well not have it, or it just doesn't really work very well.
No, exactly.
It's got focus, it's got digital magnification from 1 to out to 8, so you just hold down a little button and you can jump different magnification settings. It's got a tripod mount as well. In terms of display, you can either have just a sort of viewfinder, or you can have a viewfinder with I think it's called picture-in-picture mode, so it's sort of a little slot in the top bit of the screen that is even more zoomed in than the kind of main mode. And that's sort of all I can think in terms of tech specs, unless I'm missing something.
No. I think that's about it. And I mean, it's I think it's the middle of the range of the Axion 2's sensor, the XQ35. I think they do a more expensive, better quality sensor that does a finer resolution. They also do a one that's slightly worse but cheaper. I think this is kind of the best of both worlds, really. You can see, you know, for detection it's absolutely fantastic. Like, you know, if there was a deer 2,000 yards away, I reckon I could easily spot it with this. Identification at sort of like really long ranges, it's a bit fuzzy on, but you know, for what we're actually using these for stalking, you know, you're normally going to check through your binoculars what it is anyway. So I feel like you don't need something that's got a super high resolution like some of the other thermals out there. This kind of does the detection job really well.
I think it does, yeah, perfect. And small size, I think it's 300 grams.
The size is, I think, one of the biggest selling points of it. You know, the Helions are quite long, and that's actually what I looked at getting to begin with, and I'm so glad I went with this, because this fits in the side of like a bino harness pocket really easily, fits in your pocket, like, you know, it fits the hand nicely. They do one with a rangefinder as well that I think comes on the side, which I think would make it quite unwieldy and bulky. If you want a rangefinder, then you need a rangefinder. But
you do, with the rangefinder version, you do then also lose the capability to take photo and video with it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So I mean, something to weigh up potentially.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, the build quality on it is so impressive. When I got it, you know, it's like opening like an Apple iPhone product or something. You know, it's got that sort of really high quality feel to it. All the knobs and buttons all feel really quality. I've had it out in the rain. I've had it mucky, you know, you sort of run out of the tap sort of thing. You feel like you can anyway. Yeah, I think it's a really quality product when there's so many thermals out there now. You know, you go around trade shows or whatever, and there seems to be about 1,000 on the market. These just feel so much better quality compared to the majority of what's out there. So
I think someone asked me about these the other day, and I said that there's not a huge amount you can say about this, I don't think, apart from, I mean, it just works and it just does what it should do. And I think for me, stalking, if I spent more money than I did on this, on a better one, I'd still spot the same stuff. I imagine it just might be a slightly clearer picture, and I might be able to go, well, it's a buck rather than a doe. Whereas actually, as Harry said, even if I had a better one, I think I'd probably spot it, think it's probably a buck, but I'm going to check with the binoculars anyway. So I think that just bridges that gap. 1,500.
I mean, it's bloody good value, really, isn't it? For the quality that you get, and you know, classic, they are a game changer. Everyone does say it, but you know, for cull stalking and for management, these are, you know, they are now basically an essential tool. You know, you can the number of deer, the Shinaro deer I spotted with this, I wouldn't see in the naked eye. But you know, it'd be impossible even with the best binoculars to spot some of the deer you can see with this. So you know, it is just, they are great. They're good bits of kit.
Different weather conditions, so used it in snow, mist, fog, sort of days like today where it's quite sunny.
It's actually really good in fog. I think some of the other thermals aren't quite as good. I think this has some special tech in it that makes it, I seem to be able to see further in fog with this than I can with binoculars. Which you'd expect with any sort of rain or fog that it wouldn't reflect the thermal image or whatever, the infrared, but it seems to do pretty well, I think. I haven't got one to compare it against, but you know, it does as well as you'd expect it to.
I think my sort of conclusion on it would be, having bought it, I'm not disappointed with it, and I'm not left thinking. There are some things you buy in life and you think, oh, I wish I'd gone for something a bit better. And I haven't been left feeling like that with this. I've sort of gone, it's an absolute game changer, it works, it's great, it's an awesome piece of kit, and I'm very happy with it. I don't know if you're the same.
Exactly the same. I personally, for my stalking, I wouldn't have anything else. If you know, I'd like to have maybe the higher resolution one. That would be a nice addition to have. But if I had to pay an extra 500 quid for it, which you do, then to be honest, I don't really think for the normal stalker it's maybe worth it. Unless maybe if you were guiding or something like that, and you really needed to tell the difference between bucks and bigger bucks or something like that. I don't know, but for me, it's absolutely perfect. Yeah, I wouldn't have anything else.
Well, there you go, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.